Good morning and good evening, wherever you are. We're at AWS Builds Tech Skills, Season 2, Episode 2. So welcome back for all those viewers that have been watching our show, and welcome for our new viewers as well. And we have our lovely co-host here, Jyoti. Jyoti, do you just want to do a bit of an intro first?
Yep. Thanks, Mai. Hello, everyone. I'm Jyoti, Solution Architect at AWS, and really excited to be co-hosting this one with Mai today.
Awesome. So for those who first joined this show, AWS Builds Tech Skills is all about showcasing women in tech and how they built some awesome solutions. And we're going to have a really awesome guest here today from New Zealand. So Jyoti is in New Zealand as well as our awesome guest as well. So we're scaling out all over New Zealand and around the globe. And in the chat there, if you're joining us via Twitch, there should be a chat column on the right-hand side. Please do let us know where you're dialing in from. And we'd love to know if, and I'm just going to share a poll here. Love to know, have you watched any previous episodes of AWS Builds Tech Skills? Have you watched our episode 1 that was on 2 weeks ago? And maybe you're watching this one, Community People to AWS. Actually, we had 2 episodes so far. Time goes by really quickly, right? And maybe it's your first time. So put in the chat whether it's 1, 2, or 3, and we'll see if it's coming up. Oh, look. So people have seen episode 2 so far, which is awesome. And we'd love to know if, so episode 1, 2. Okay. A few people, yeah. So it looks like lots of people have seen episode 2. So well done to all of you that have seen our show. And welcome to those that are dialing in. Awesome. All right, we do have another poll as well. And which topic would you love to hear from us? Would you like to hear more about our technical demos, maybe how to get started on AWS, or maybe interview with AWS experts in the community, and maybe you want to have a careers kind of discussion? So let us know, is it 1, 2, 3, or 4?
Yeah, I think that will help us with tailoring the content and knowing what to bring to you.
Yeah, absolutely. We've had a lot of generative AI conversations before with our guests as well, and data analytics. The previous one was around QuickSight, so Amazon QuickSight with Q. So that was an interesting guest and topic as well. So let us know what you'd like to see in the future, and you can continue to put that into the chat as well.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so what's been happening in ANZ so far? So it has been a very frantic week for those going to Summit and preparing for AWS ANZ Summit. So AWS ANZ Summit is a yearly conference that happens in the Sydney International Convention Centre. Now, Jyoti, you're doing something at Summit. What are you up to in Summit?
Yeah, so next week I am in Sydney as well for the summit, and I will be helping with the booths that we have. So we have a set of demos. So since I saw that a lot of you like demos, so you can still register. There's the link. So register and come and see the demos that we have built for you. Live demos to demonstrate good architectural practices, cost optimization techniques. And I think even Mai, you are going to be, and I'm going to also support Mai and May there at the She Builds Tech Skills booth to spread the word. And, and hear from you directly. We'd love to meet you in person and hear from you directly as well. What you would like to see, what you like about the show, and how we can do better as well. So yeah, I'm going to be there, and I'd really love to meet some of you if you can register.
Yeah, awesome. So we'll definitely have that booth called AWS Tech Skills in the developer lounge area. So come and say hi to us. Maybe you have a question you want to ask us, whether it be a technical question or a career question. We're here to help you. And I will be presenting as well on Wednesday afternoon, 3:45 p.m. local time. And the topic will be around Amazon EKS and platform engineering. So come and have a look at that. And also our other co-host, May, who is our lovely chat moderator here, she'll be presenting just before my session. So I think it's about security and DevOps. Awesome. All right. Now, with that said, let's bring on our awesome guest. Jyoti, did you want to do a bit of an intro?
Yep. So our guest today is an amazing woman. She has had a. I don't want to take away her thunder, steal her thunder. So I don't want to say too much. But she's an amazing woman and a dear friend. She has made me feel comfortable with. I did my first. Amazon talk where she introduced me, and so that was it helped me get a bit more comfortable. And it's interesting that I'm doing my first live stream with her as well, so I'm really thankful that she chose to do this with me. But she is an amazing spokesperson for AWS and is an AWS community builder. Her name is Susanna, and I guess I'll let her come on and let her introduce herself directly rather than me. Yeah, there you go. There she is. Hey, Susanna, how are you doing?
Okay, so hello everyone. I'm Susanna, and I'm here from New Zealand. And yes, Jyoti was so cute and so adorable. So my introduction is something that I really love to emphasize to make everyone feel very comfortable, whatever it's your background. I'm an immigrant woman who moved to New Zealand 9 years ago with no English. And after my field with no tech background, and 3 years ago, I think the only thing that I knew that Amazon is a place when you can go and buy books. And now I'm here as a community builder, AWS user group lead, and then sharing a little bit about these.
Cool. Thanks, Susanna, for sharing a little bit about your history. So, how did your perception change from knowing that Amazon was, a place where you could buy books? How did you come to know about AWS, and how was your journey into AWS?
Well, as I mentioned, I changed careers to the technology field, and in my second job, I needed to do a work in the back end where I needed to learn and write a Lambda, and I had no idea what. Okay. Made me to meet the Cloud App program. Yeah, this side. So the Cloud App, because I started to realize that it's not write 3 lines of code, copy what a Lambda is, will sort. What is Lambda? Where is the Lambda? Why it's Lambda?
Yeah.
I ended up doing this bootcamp, which was fantastic because it was from woman, planned from woman, and understand the woman. So, and then it's like maybe when the guy exactly how I felt when I started to understand everything and the regions and all the services that we can have and EC2 and DynamoDB and all this power, the power that exists behind cloud computing. And I started to visualize background because cloud is so agnostic. Oh, you have more soft skills. There is a place in cloud for you. Oh, you would like a plan. You are more architecturing things. There is a place in the cloud for you. But I like more the technical part of blowed my mind and make me like a passionate about AWS cloud and all the possibilities that it can offer for us.
And what kind of support did you get from AWS? Are you able to share with our viewers what kind of support AWS provides if somebody was looking to get into the cloud and learn more about AWS? What programs are available?
Yeah, Absolutely. Cloud App, it's an online program. You can go to the, you can just go to the internet and search for AWS Cloud App if you are a woman. But there is other programs that's more regional. So the AWS does so there is the AWS Skill Builder that offers a range of free courses that you can join. There is the paid ones, but also there is so many of free courses that you can go there and start your journey in cloud. Like you can get your cloud essentials. You can also go after that and go to Cloudcast and then learn a little bit more and practice this theory in simulations of everyday real problems. And while you are learning that, you are playing a very fun game. And after that, you can go like I did and show to the world that you start your journey. And you can do all that in your own time, online, for free, for wherever you are, with no risk. So this is fantastic. Like there is lots of support if you wanted to start your journey to the cloud.
Yeah, and I'll also add to that one, Susanna, the amazing work that you're doing through the community user groups. So there are the AWS sponsored user groups, which Susanna is one of the leads for. And that's another aspect where once you're learning via Skill Builder or Cloud Quest, you come and meet like-minded people who are also looking to learn AWS, and you can learn from their actual experiences, how they've actually used it. So you've got that collective knowledge, and you're increasing your your knowledge and understanding of that service or the cloud in general. So we look up on Meetup. There must be a community group somewhere near you, and you should be able to register and go and meet some amazing people like Susanna.
Yes.
So taking that a step forward, I mean, Susanna, I'm really keen to understand that you've, from your journey into tech to a user group lead, and then into a community builder. Can you share a little bit more what you do as a community builder, and how did you get to become one of those community builders?
Yes, and I love to share that because I think this can be a motivation to anyone that is just it's a program that it's run for AWS to help people to, spread the word. You can connect with other community builders. You can access to some package that make it easier for you to do some courses and learn AWS. A huge community supporting to each other and helping us to grow. So, for example, I myself, I don't work specifically with AWS, but I'm passionate about all the support that I have here and the doors that it can open for women to move into. So, in the community builder, community just made me feel even more comfortable with the things that I know and with the things that I don't know. I go there and I see those guys saying like a fantastic talks about Bedrock and EC2 instance, and this guy's talking all of that. But then I go there and have one question. It's very beginner question, and I have like rain. It's a rain of answers and support, and people teaching me and supporting me and really want me with other people. This is fantastic. This is the best part of the community builder. So yeah, you can be a community builder once you are willing to share what you know. Does not matter your level. You always gonna help someone that know less than you.
It's amazing that, and I think adding to that is when you share with others is where you actually solidify your learning as well. Because when you're helping somebody understand something, it helps you, reaffirm for yourself whether you've understood it correctly or not. So it's an amazing experience. So tell us in the chat if you've been to any of the user group meetings, and if you haven't, do look up one of those user groups. So do join and let us know. Susanna, I hear that you have a very interesting demo built for us today, and it's about Amazon recognition. So I'm really curious to know why Amazon recognition. Do you want to tell us why you chose Amazon recognition for the talk today, Susanna?
Yes. Well, I'm a very lucky, like a company full, but they work with AWS. And because of that, I get to know a little bit about recognition. It was like a love in the first sight, because for me, that I don't have tech background, to learn in technology, make the things lighter, but it's not easier. Like we are women, we are wife, and we are mothers. We need to work. I'm a junior developer. I run meetups. I'm a community builder, and I need to. We understand that free time is. I was back in the days in Brazil. I was a journalist, and I used to close and decide everything, all the text, all the images. I needed to check one by one manually to do my job as an editor-chief in the newspaper where I worked. And then I learned about recognition and say, hey, I needed to use my free time to play around about it. I was so excited. And then I went and create my small project in my GitHub account, and start. You mean like you can imagine it, like lots of images that you need to moderate. You just run that, and then everything that it's inappropriate, they catch for you and say, hey, look, I found that this is alcohol. I found that this is one that I'm going to build. I'm going to talk about moderation more, but celebrities, like with one image, Amazon recognition can recognize up to 64 celebrities in only one image and send to you the links to those images, celebrities' website. Also for photographers or designers, the properties of the image, and then it can whatever you need. And it's like it's speeches for the technology area. And this is I couldn't imagine myself having recognition 10 years ago and doing part of my job and make so my life is so easy in that.
Yeah, absolutely. Mai, do you want to say something?
Yeah, so there is a question here from Girardis669. I'm curious to know how that's different from other OCR software, OpenAI, GPT-4, vision models, etc. I guess it's more LLMs versus recognition. How different is it?
Yeah, at least from what I know, and I'm just starting to play around with that, you can connect to recognition. You can play around with play around, but you can also connect to recognition to applications that you have, which can give you infinite possibilities. So you send an image for that, and it will analyze the image and return you labels.
Yep.
Moderation labels. And then depends on your business requirements, what you are going to do, and validate these responses to attend your needs. For example, it can change to country, like how we are going to, and this is make recognition so flexible because program. So it's cloud-based, which is fantastic because you can access that from anywhere. And the most interesting part of that, it's very easy to use. You just call the API and get your response. You don't need to be expertise in machine learning to use the machine learning that powers.
Yep.
Background is so easy to use, and this is fascinating. So this gives you the labels. And then, depending on your business requirement, you are going to use that labels to flag or do the moderation on top of that. But it can make your life easy because it only and make it safer. Because for a very good example, we know there are some social media that they just rely on the complaints of the users to put down some inappropriate image. If they use recognition, for example, when analyze that and send it to the team, and the team, like, can create some threshold about what we're going to accept or don't accept. So it can make it like your life easy, because this inappropriate image can be put down. It's a safe place for many millions of users to use those platforms. This is a very good user case for recognition. And we have kids. We are concerned about what our kids see on the internet.
Yeah. Thanks, Susanna.
Thank you. And we have an awesome viewer here, Aaron Hunter. Hello, Aaron. Thanks for that comment.
Yes.
Awesome that you're watching. You are a celebrity. We know that.
Yeah, I think also, Susanna, for the question that was asked, the May has done an amazing job and put in the description in the chat as well. So recognition is a pre-trained model, an traditional machine learning model trained for a specific use case. I guess the OpenAI model, the vision ones, would have more, could be used for more generic use cases as well. They would have some fine-tuning for vision-based use cases, but they may it's probably more powerful, and soon I would see those features coming into recognition as well. Pretty sure about that. So maybe Susanna, shall we move into the demo? Or
yes. So let me show quickly.
And I guess while Susanna is sharing her
For you.
While Susanna sharing her screen, if you can put in the chat what you've used Amazon recognition for, any use cases that you've used it for, apart from Aaron Hunter, who is a celebrity, trained it to identify him as a celebrity. If you've used recognition for any other use cases, we'll be really keen to hear in the chat.
Yeah. Just a very quick introduction about what I said. So recognition, it's a computer vision program that is powered by that. And you can use recognition with, it comes with a bunch of many different features, all related to an image analysis and video. The question that we just have, because it's specifically analyzes image or videos. So object scene concept detection, it's going to analyze these concepts on those images. Text detection, it's fantastic because you can analyze the content of a text. For example, you are building an application for build something that is speech, so then this person can can help to localize herself, because they can places that the person can listen where they are, and then, oh, I know where I am now. So celebrity recognition, I talked a little bit about it. Facial analysis is another one that it's the most known. For example, the immigration and the USA police in Florida. And the image properties are also mentioned a little bit about it. You can grab it. The specific properties can be very useful for UX people, design photographers, and you can start to use Amazon recognition for free, because this is covered by the Amazon, the free tier. So if you create your account, you can go there, and then you can start to use recognition. And as I mentioned, cloud-based image objects and unsafe to comment to analyze images, video, and then you can start that for free. And then I can send you after, we can just share a little bit of these resources after on the chat, so you can just find all the information that you need about Amazon recognition.
Thank you.
That's awesome. I have a question here that I can see. Sorry. So there is one question here from an audience here. Was recognition designed with people or face recognition in mind, or can this be used with objects, for example, license plates? I've had a customer that was let's say a car, not a manufacturer, car dealership, and they wanted to recognize license plates for car servicing. So they use recognition for that project. So yeah, definitely object recognition and text recognition from the license plates is a potential use case. So if anyone's got those kind of recognition type use cases, put it in the chat there.
Yeah, I think I had a similar use case where it was used at the tolling booths. So you have the camera at the tolling booths, which is taking a photo of the vehicles that are going through the tolling booth. And it used recognition to extract the license plate and then send the, ensure that they're paying the toll. And if they don't pay the toll within the given time period, send them a reminder via the information that they had in the database. So yeah, it can definitely be used for that use case as well, and more.
Yeah, definitely the text detection feature is the one.
Yes. So there's a
question.
Can
read that. Yeah.
Okay. So I guess while we're answering the questions, Susanna, did you want to get the demo ready? And we'll
yes, absolutely. Let's show that.
And the one from Girard is 669. How do I decide?
Here we go. It's coming.
It's Bedrock. So it's more like recognition and Bedrock because recognition is focused on the image object or text detection or facial detection, right? And Bedrock you can use for the LLM components. So we have a wide variety of LLMs that you can use within Bedrock. So it's more of an end conversation than an or. So what are your thoughts, Jyoti?
Yeah, exactly. And I think also slightly different with the Bedrock is that I think is the generation. So recognition cannot help you generate images. It can detect stuff in the images. So if you had a use case where you want to generate something, you'd use Bedrock, and that's where and if you wanted to kind of say, for example, modify that image, you could use Bedrock to do that modification if recognition identified something. So as clearly said, it is an and use case and not an or. It is an and. So that's absolutely where I would see that going and how you would use both of those.
All right. Over to you, Susanna.
Yeah. So this is my personal project. So the first thing that you need to do to use recognition is, of course, have an AWS account. When you need to set up your region, the region that you are using. access key that you can get in your account. Well, of course, I'm not going to cover this, but it's something that if you want to know and you are in New Zealand, we can definitely bring that for you in our AWS meetup group. So it would be amazing to explain how you create and how you connect the application. Once you have your connection, recognition as for images, recognition accept S3 bucket pathway, file path, or image bytes. So what I did here, I create a function that so they accept both. Depends on what you want to do with that. You can upload your image to S3 bucket, do this analysis, and then delete if it's inappropriate, or you can accept that straight away, and then you upload in the S3 bucket after you do that. Create the params, and then we call the API. As I mentioned, it's very easy. It's exactly just that. You call the API, you send your params, and then you get the labels. And then what I'm going to show here, I will show in the console what the labels look like. Quick test. And as we can, as I mentioned, send just image bytes straight away. So then I'm changing here and changing this image to a bytes, or I can just upload that to S3 bucket and read for me. And for that, you need also give the recognition, the authorization to access that. But it's very easy to understand. It's all in the recognition documentation, not a big deal. So let's run this and check what recognition will tell us about this beer image. We have here, recognition is telling, look, Susanna, I can see here you have alcoholic beverages in your image. And I'm confident that it's 90 to 92% alcohol beverage, and this is alcohol in your image. So then you can, as I mentioned, it can change, depends on the country. You can create like flags that, okay, alcohol, it's okay for my website here, but then you have a bunch of different labels. It covers nudity, partial nudity, like hate symbols, like a Nazi, or those kind of things. So it covers a bunch of things that you can go and use that labels to moderate content based in what you need and what your culture or what your business requirements. So
yeah,
abilities and what you can do with. I believe you are very, very keen to start trying recognition. I will tutorial to the recognition documentation, to the recognition pricing, and I'm so excited to see everything that you're going to build. Please tag me, please share and show me, because I want to learn more about the recognition. And tell me if you find something new. I'm very curious about.
So, Susanna, just a question there, right? So you're just taking it back to your use case as a journalist where you had to moderate images manually, right? So just taking it back to that one. So this is great here that recognition identified the labels. So let's say it had nudity or it had sensitive content in the image, and it was identified with high confidence, like recognition came back saying that it's identified a high confidence that the image contained inappropriate content. So you could automate that. Can you tell me a little bit more about how you could use it at scale, right? How do you envision using recognition at scale? Because as you mentioned, you had to do it for a large number of images. So in that particular case, how do you think that you would run recognition at scale?
Yeah, this is fantastic. For example, for celebrities, usually if you think about news and a sports channel, for example, they needed to find something very fast. So And you can also match that with AWS batch. So you can upload a batch of photos, and then it will call recognition and analyze that in the background. So you can even analyze a bunch of images. I can imagine I have a social channel, and then my users are uploading a bunch of images. Like I have 1 million of users uploading images all the time. So you can match that and use a different, you can cascade get image moderation, get the labels, but there is a text. There is a text, yes. So then pass that in the text detection, and then you can match with the celebrities if you don't want celebrities. Maybe you don't, for any requirements, local requirements, you can use. You cannot use Adidas, Gucci, whatever, or celebrities images as well. Or I don't want the people to put that because they can process my website or my channel, and then you can cascade that and run in batch using AWS batch. So it's insane.
Yes. And I think also just adding on to that would be that once recognition had returned the results, you could, programmatically check the confidence level. And if the confidence level was high, you could potentially start moving it to a new S3 bucket, so that, or tag it, add another tag to that S3 object. So then you knew which ones you had to manually go in and verify, or you could then add automation on the ones that didn't have specific, inappropriate content in them. So that's
yeah. I forgot to mention that. For example, you have all those labels that it catch a lot of things. So, for example, you receive a response with those labels, but if you don't, I would say AWS covers a lot of situations. You can be very, okay with that. Don't need to worry. There is a lot of labels, but if there is no labels, the image, it's okay. It comes empty. So you know that it's like this image, so it can make the life so easy for you.
I'm loving Giryadis 669. I absolutely love what's going on in the chat. That's an amazing use case, and I'm like, wow, it's giving me ideas now. So, look, take a photo of my fridge and ask recognition to recognize the vegetables or in the fridge, and then ask Bedrock to generate a recipe for my dinner. That is amazing. That's an amazing use case of both of them being used together.
Yeah, we've got another question here. So very cool. We could use this to scan images to make sure the receipts, for example. Yes, and if you want to go one step further to extract the text from the receipts, you would probably use Amazon Textract for that. A lot of financial services customers that I deal with use that to do exactly that, to get that those details out of the receipts and invoices and stuff like that. So yeah, it's another use case there.
Yes. So recognition can detect text. So it would be able to extract some of this information in the receipts as well. But we don't recommend using recognition, and we recommend using Textract for that. So while recognition may give you that information, it is definitely recommended to use Textract for extracting the information. Cool. So I guess, just going back to what Aaron Hunter had mentioned, where he had managed to train recognition to detect any image of his as a celebrity, identify that any image that contained his face, it identified him as a celebrity. Do we know how many minimum images we would need to do to train recognition to identify somebody as a celebrity? I guess that it's in the poll, or if you want, you could put that question answer in the chat. How many images do you think we need to pass to Amazon recognition when training to identify, a custom label or a custom as a celebrity even? let us know.
Yeah, put 1, 2, 3, or 4 in there, and then it'll come up. So let us know. There's no wrong answers here. Just take a wild guess.
It's not a trick question. It's
yeah, we're getting quite a few answers here. Yeah, it looks like the blue and pink are the same. So yeah, some people say 1, 2, number 2.
yeah, and in the chat as well, there's
While we're at it, Aaron says that I wonder if recognition could determine the difference between a chihuahua and a muffin. I really hope so.
yeah, I would hope so too. Yeah, I would hope so that it was able to.
All
yeah,
right.
so
Yeah, go for it.
no, you go, Mai.
Yeah, okay. So it looks like the answer is 2. So you just need 10 images in order to detect custom labels at a minimum. So really great way to get started. So you don't have to go on and train with, hundreds or thousands of images, just 10 images to get you started.
Yeah, just 10, and it just speaks to the fact that the model behind is really well built, like it's trained, and it needs that minimum fine tuning to be able to start looking at the custom labels. So I can see my thing. We don't need many images to train the custom labels. Yeah, we don't. It's just 10. So that's really, really powerful. And it also simplifies the use of recognition for those use cases that you may have. Like, for example, if you were looking to detect a logo, like say you wanted to detect all images that contain the logo of a particular company, of your particular company, just to maybe detect social media presence, then you could use, you just need only 10 images to train recognition, and then it can start identifying the presence of your company at different, marketing events maybe. So you kind of know what kind of presence you're having and social media influence your company is having. So that's one of the examples where you may also use custom labels, apart from getting it to say that Aaron Hunter is a celebrity.
Oh, shall we move on to the next poll question?
Yeah. This one should be really easy after everything that we have said today.
All right. What can we do with Amazon recognition? Is it 1, 2, 3, or 4? We talked about all of this, so if you've been paying attention, you probably know the right answer.
Yeah.
So put it in the chat again.
I even saw a slide with that answer already.
Awesome. Yes.
Someone wrote in 1, 2, 3, 4 all at the same time.
Yes. Nice. It's moving around. That's interesting. Interesting to see the movement. And I will say that it's there are more than whatever's listed here. It's not limited to, even if not all of these are right, but it's not limited to these. Yeah, and I can see Get With It saying all of the above. Yeah, it is a trick question, May. It is a trick one. Cool. I guess we can see the answer. Yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like all of the above. So thanks for those of you that got it right. You've been listening. And Aaron says there's some more info about custom labels here to check out.
Thanks, Aaron. Yes. Yeah. So with Amazon recognition, one thing that I learned, which I wasn't aware of prior, was that it can also do face liveness detection. So, for example, let's say you had a use case where you were using recognition to detect people's faces, and you wanted, how can you ensure that the person is not, especially say if it was for allowing access to their phone or something like that, how would you ensure that was not a photo to bypass the authentication mechanism, right? So you can use, it does come with a face liveness check as well. So I can see, Susanna, you're nodding. Do you want to add something about that?
Yes, it's fascinating. I'm so excited about this. detective movies, and then like there is an IO and there is a safe, and they insert some fake image, and then the security cameras is showing the IO, and in fact they are there robbing the bank or whatever. It's like because Amazon recognition can detect if you are really alive, if it's not a fake person, or if it's not an image, or even a 3D images or videos. They can also detect if you are trying to insert some deep fake videos in the security system. Also detect that. So it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's really powerful. Yeah, the other one that I really liked was, as I said, I spoke about the tolling example that I'm aware of. It's basically where it can do the detection inside video. So not just image-based detection, it actually can detect inside video as well. So recognition can detect faces or labels inside video as well. So I think there's a limit on the size of the video. It can be up to 6 hours long, and up to 10 GB in size. But it's amazing. It's quite a powerful and very well built service for, like, specifically around recognition use cases, like being able to detect within images within video, which can be used for a multitude of use cases. And we asked earlier, and I'm really still looking for in the comments any other use cases that you think you would use recognition for, or you have used it for in the past, where it can really help simplify your life, just as in the case that Susanna mentioned as a journalist. So there's plenty of use cases. So really let us know in the chat what other use cases that you would use recognition for. I mean, there's a whole suite of services that we have, which are purpose-built ML models. Like recognition is for detection, image and video processing, detection, textract for extracting text, and then you have the LLM ones, which are more powerful, which are great at generating. Yeah, I think just let us know what you would use those use cases for. I liked the dinner idea, looking at the fridge, photo of the items in my fridge. I'm definitely going to try that. Yeah.
All right. Awesome. We're having lots of comments here, but we're almost at time. So before we wrap up, Susanna, do you have any last comments or anything that you want to promote?
Yeah. I would love to mention that the recognition that I built, and I mentioned previously that I learned and work with AWS in my very few that I showed to you, and the Auckland AWS meetup group. And once more, this is very important for your learning journey. So things that I always say is, when you are learning something, and I know it's going to be hard. So I'm very lucky in the company that I work, because like they support me all the time. So my boss, it's a woman, and she's very inspiring, and this makes so much difference. Like it was the same when I was. They can try to explain things to me in a way that I can understand. The same for community builders. And then I saw there's people from The Voices here, which is a program inside the community builder that help you to public speaking, give you confidence to talk, and helping you. So all I start and get support to start my journey in cloud. So look to the website, the user group that is just in the chat now, and find the user group that is close to you. User group, it's exactly mean for that, to give you a safe space when you can go there, because the person sitting next, you can be your boss in the future, and also you can share your learning and find mentors and have a safe place to grow and have a support. This is very important. So I invite you to look. I would love to see you there. We have monthly events there, but do that. Find people that can support you, can give you the support that you have to grow. Find a very good place when you have. We need sun, we need light, we need all those things to grow. And you will find that in your AWS user group.
Awesome. Thank you, Susanna. And we are at time. Thank you so much for coming onto our show and talking about recognition. Awesome project. And you can find Susanna's work there on GitHub there and the links there as well. And thanks, Josie, for being an awesome host from the New Zealand region. So thanks, everyone. And we shall see you next time around, which is at the same time in 2 weeks' time. So see you then. Bye,
See you, everyone.
everyone.
Thanks, Mai. Thanks, Susanna.